Good morning, students. Welcomes you again in the class of civics for class 7 students. We have already started about the chapter 1, that is on equality. There are some topics that we have already learned, that is about the story of Kanta Devi, who is a domestic worker. She is standing in a queue to give the vote, and she feels very proud because she is standing and giving vote prior to his master in whose house she is working. So she thinks the constitution of our country has granted a right to equality in terms of politics. That means she is enjoying the political right. But at the same time, when she is not having any money and she is going to work in the house of Mr. and Mrs. Jain Sahab only because to ask some advance for the treatment of her daughter Riya. Here it shows that although we have the political equality, but we do not have the economic equality. Same way, we have also understood earlier there are different type of social discrimination or discrimination present, which you can say inequality present in our society. What is that? On the name of Dalit and on the name of a religion. So we have learned about the dignity of Mr. Om Prakash Valmiki and Mr. and Mrs. Ansari. Both, the dignity of both persons were hurt by the people on different names. Now, when Mr. and Mrs. Ansari was not getting their house, then he was suggested to change the name Mr. and Mrs. Kumar. But Mr. and Mrs. Ansari is not ready to do so only because it hurt their self-respect. So till then you have already, till whatever I have told you, we have already discussed. Now we have to discuss about recognizing dignity. See, recognizing dignity. Dignity means self-respect. See here, when persons are treated unequally, their dignity is violated. Both example of Om Prakash Valmiki and Mr. Ansari, in the both cases, the dignity of both persons is hurt by the people. Om Prakash Valmiki's dignity is hurt on the name of caste, and Mr. and Mrs. Ansari's dignity is hurt on the name of religion. So, do you think Om Prakash Valmiki or Mr. and Mrs. Ansari were able to do something in their situation? Do you think Om Prakash Valmiki was having a situation to refuse the order of principal to sweep the ground? No. He was a small child studying only in class 4, and whatever his teacher and the principal says, he has to obey it. He is not having that much of capacity to refuse the principal's verdict. Same way, Mr. and Mrs. Ansari cannot compel the landlady to give them house, because the property belongs to that lady, although he is knowing that his dignity is being hurt, but he cannot do anything. So dignity of both of them was hurt, and because when a person is refused to lease their apartment to them, for Mr. Ansari, however, when the property dealer suggested that they change their name, it was their dignity or self-respect that made them refuse this suggestion. Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansari do not deserve to be treated like this. They deserve the same respect and dignity as anyone else. So their dignity is also hurt, but it should not be happen. They are also human beings as everyone. So why on the name of caste or on the name of religion we should hurt the dignity of anybody else? So now our next topic is equality in Indian democracy. You should know that India is run according to its constitution. Constitution means a written document according to which the country is run. Constitution says that all people of India are equal before the law. No discrimination can be made on any ground. That means discrimination cannot be made on the name of caste, creed, race, gender, ethnicity, economic background, or any other terms. All people are equal, whether he is male or female, he is lower caste or upper caste, he is one having the one religion or other religion, whether he is a rich people or a poor people. As you have seen, while giving the vote, everyone is standing. There was no discrimination on any ground. Same way, our constitution grants right to equality to everyone. What does it mean? Earlier, there was no written order, but after independence, when constitution was made and enforced to our country, it says that every person is equal before the law. What this means is that every person from the president of the country to Kanta, a domestic worker, have to obey the same law. As I said earlier, everybody is equal. It may be a Kanta, a domestic worker, or the president of our country. All have to follow the same law. Second, no person can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place of birth, or whatever they are, female or male. Third, every person has access to all public places including playground, hotel, shop and market. All persons can use publicly available well, road and bathing hut. Fourth, untouchability has been abolished. So there is two terms coming here. What is constitution? That meaning already what is untouchable, there are some peoples, those who were considered low caste, you can say that so-called low caste, they are untouchable and they are unequally treated. So our constitution grants them right to equality. Now if anybody is practicing untouchability, he can be arrested and can be given the punishment. So it is the constitution in which the rule and regulation is written, according to which our country is governed. Now government has done their duty. That means they have made the law to remove the social discrimination or any other kind of discrimination from the country. But only by making the law is not enough to remove the inequality that is present in our society. So government has also made some of the scheme so that society should remove the social discrimination. That to create awareness among the peoples that they should not follow the discrimination, because only making law is not sufficient. One of the program that is initiated by the government that include midday meal scheme. This referred to the program introduced in all government elementary school to provide children with cooked lunch. Tamil Nadu was the first state in India to introduce this scheme, and in 2001 the Supreme Court asked all state government to begin this program in their school within 6 months. This program has had many positive effects. This includes the fact that more poor children have begun enrolling and regularly attending school. Teachers reported that earlier children would often go home for lunch and then not return to school, but now with the midday meal being provided in school, their attendance has improved. Their mother, who earlier had to interrupt their work to feed their children at home during the day, now no longer need to do so. This program has also helped reduce caste prejudice, because both lower and upper caste children in the school eat this meal together, and in quite a few places Dalit women have been employed to cook the meal. The midday meal program has also helped reduce the hunger of the poor students who often come to school and cannot concentrate because their stomachs are empty. Now I think midday meal scheme, everybody knows that in the government school, the government is providing cooked lunch to every student. Now what is this program is doing? This program is equal for everyone. As I was telling you, midday program is for everyone, where some of the places a Dalit women generally used to cook the food, and all the students sit together irrespective of their caste or religion and sit together to eat the meals. Whatever food is provided, they eat together. So here you understand, earlier there were untouchability which was practiced. Now since all the students is sitting in one line and eating together, so there is no caste feeling at that time. So everybody is feeling equal and somehow government is creating awareness amongst the peoples that we should not practice the untouchability now. So government program is an important role in increasing equality of opportunity. There is much that still need to be done. Although government has made the law, government has introduced some of the program, but still we cannot say that discrimination or inequality is removed totally from our society. Although it is reduced, but we have to do a lot of other things to remove this social inequality. While the midday meal program has helped increase the enrollment and attendance of poor children in school, there continue to be big difference in our country between schools that is rich attend and those that poor attend. Even today, there are several schools in the country in which Dalit children like Om Prakash Valmiki are discriminated against and treated unequally. These children are forced into unequal situation in which their dignity is not respected. One of the main reasons for this that students change very slowly. Even though persons are aware that discrimination is against the law, they continue to treat people unequally on the basis of their caste, religion, disability. So it is only when people begin to allow that no one is inferior and that every person deserves to be treated with dignity, the present attitudes can change. Establishing equality in a democratic society is a continued struggle and one in which individuals as well as various communities in India contribute to, and you will read some more about this in the later. Okay, today I end with this. Again we will meet tomorrow.